Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. This one, we'll be searching Greensborough and the surrounding areas in search for the ultimate sesh spot in the entire world. Will we find it here in Greensborough? Today we find out. So, let's get straight into it. We've got a few spots to hit, so let's head to the first one now. And we're now here at the Calperin Gardens. I've sort of come up here along these train tracks as I thought they were the most sort of visually striking features. We're sort of halfway between Watsonia and about a 15-minute walk up this trail to Greensborough stations. But Calperin Gardens, not a bad spot. And if you know me and you've seen the videos, you know I love a perfectly timed situation, like a train appearing on cue right on the tracks right now. What a legend. How good is that? Not a bad little spot though, It's actually quite impressive what they do here. They actually collect and store and treat this storm water and basically reuse it on a bunch of the ovals and green spaces here in Greensborough and the surrounds. They basically collect and treat this storm water in a main drain just over there at Calperin Lake. Now, this process actually harvests about 17 Olympic-sized swimming pools worth of water every year, which is pretty sick. Pretty cool spot. It's a bit of a shame about the weather, but let's see if the rain holds off and we can find a nice spot to sort of roll up. And we're now here at Montmorency Park. It's quite nice. I love a good water feature. It's quite picturesque. I will say though, we're sort of in between what sounds like two different sporting events happening right now. There is basically a bunch of different sporting shit around, like tennis courts and cricket cages and whatnot. And in fact, there were bagpipes being played earlier, which I understand isn't a sport. But I think there's some shit going on. I don't know, it's not super ideal. A bunch of families and kids walking around and I don't know. Basically, we sort of just want this, but less busy, I think would be ideal. I don't know, I'll bring you up onto the bridge and have a look at this view. It's not bad at all, to be honest. I do like a good water feature. Unfortunately, it's probably a bit too busy today. And there's not really a way to get down to it from what I can tell. I mean, I could probably look around a bunch and try and find one, but unfortunately we have a few too many spots to still hit. So, hopefully by the end of this video we can find this, but smaller and less people. And we're now here at the Diamond Hill Reserve. Not a bad little spot here, We do have these nice, luscious, green, rolling hills all around us. Sorry, just listening to this back and I was a bit out of breath from going up that hill. But basically at this point my microphone started to basically bug out. And I'm going to have to overdub the audio with this voiceover and try and sort of recreate what I've done. The view is quite nice. I'm going to have to come back and grab the camera now to take you up there, but you'll see it pretty much now. To our left here, your right, we have these football fields, and to my right, we have basically just more of these hills. But there is quite a nice view, and because of the day that we're currently having, there's this nice sort of fog that covers the landscape. That sort of covers the landscape. It's made for quite a picturesque day, to be honest. So, yeah. Basically, we're gonna continue sort of looking around at this little spot here and see if it could be the ultimate spot here in Greensborough. It has a lot of potential, not a lot of people, and the highlight really are the hills. This grass is looking very luscious, and if it wasn't so wet, I'd definitely be playing petanque. And yeah, we've just arrived here now, and this whole area is known as Streamline Reserve, and it is not bad. There's not a lot going on, to be honest, but it's definitely like very pretty. Very, very pretty. There is just like a playground on the other side of here, which is in use by quite a young family. So, there are a lot of factors to take into account when we're looking for the ultimate sesh spot, and unfortunately, children is one of them. There are also like not a lot of like actual chill spots to like post up and roll up and chill. To be honest, like it is fucking nice along this creek, but that's about it. I haven't seen any benches, any like actual chill spots. So, unfortunately, this won't be it, but an honourable mention, perhaps. Elder Street Reserve, I think. Pretty fucking average, to be honest. It's just a big fucking green field. Maybe even two, to be honest. But yeah, not a lot going on here. Seems like there was a sport event potentially happening earlier today, and a few stragglers left behind. Unfortunately, not it for today for our purposes. But, potential petanque spot. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't know. And we've now made it here to Yallambee Park. And actually, records suggest that one of the Wurundjeri summer camps was just north of here in what is now Yallambee Park. This was situated by a deep pool in the river, which was actually well known to retain its water content even during droughts. Also, the Plenty River Trail runs through here and actually does a loop, essentially, of the river. Unfortunately, it is fucking busy today, and there's about 1 billion people out walking their dogs and enjoying the day. I mean, can you really blame them? I don't know. I can't. It's fucking quite a nice spot, but unfortunately for what we need it for, it's probably not going to be it. But I don't know. It might be. Let's have a look around. Let's follow the trail a bit further and see if we can find the ultimate spot here in technically Yallambee. And our next spot is here. It is Janefield Wetlands. The Janefield Wetlands were named after Jane Brock, who was involved in the farming community during the early days of European settlement. From 1937 to about 1996, this area was used largely as a mental health facility known as the Janefield Colony, mainly to help children with intellectual disabilities. Janefield Colony was located at the site of the old Janefield Sanatorium, a training farm for tuberculosis patients, was ran by the Red Cross. Now, the mental health facility of Janefield Colony shut down in 1996, and these wetlands are, I guess, now here. It's not the sunniest, best day ever, but I think for where we are, it's kind of ideal, I think. I don't know. It's kind of what you want, I think. Yeah, it is quite wet. It's just like a lot of mist, unfortunately, and, it does sort of limit the facilities. I personally won't be using any of the seating options, but yeah, not bad. So yeah, I don't know, it's not too bad. I've enjoyed checking out this spot, but let's have a look around and see if it could be the ultimate spot. And yeah, with that spot found, it'll about do it for this video. I didn't record the intro and the outro there, so you get the classic brick wall backdrop. But yeah, other than that, a few technical difficulties, so I apologize about the audio and the drone, or lack of drone, I guess. With that being said, hopefully that'll all be fixed next week, and I will see you then. Peace and love.